What's up, YouTube? Today is a moody November chilly day, and you know, I've kind of come to the conclusion lately that I think a lot of creators are guilty of not providing their viewers with substance and take home things that they can actually do to make their life better. Today we're going to do the exact opposite of that. So I got to show you something new that I got for my gym real quick, and then we'll hop right into it. Oh, I'm going to set this video up like a challenge that you can do for free for yourself, and then you're going to come back and report to me and let me know how you feel before and after. Alright guys, this is my new amazing Averon Active treadmill. I think it's called the Victory Treadmill. I did not want one. So let me explain what I mean by that. I am very weary of small, compact pieces of equipment. Being someone who's purchased a lot of things like that in the past, but once I saw the reviews, hold on, it's gonna go back down. You guys gotta check out how cool this is. So quiet and so smooth. So rad. Anyway, I started seeing a bunch of reviews and I totally changed my mind about this compact treadmill and decided to give it a shot. But the reviews were all great, and as soon as they got it out of the truck to assemble it here for me, I felt stupid immediately because I was absolutely wrong. It's a compact treadmill in its size, but everything else is crazy professional. I mean, it's really sturdy, really well done, really buttoned up. Everything feels like built heavy. This is what makes the treadmill better for most people. Well, there's monthly challenges, you can compete with friends, there's games, there's classes, but more importantly, it's really, really good with your progress, tracking actual data to keep you on track. It's like having your own fitness app at all times while doing your cardio, which is an amazing way for me to keep checking in that I'm doing what I need to be doing. It has apps like Netflix, Hulu, etc. if you're one of those people that likes to watch TV or distract yourself while you're doing cardio. I do have a QR code. I do have a code to save you $50. I do have a link in the description. All of that is true, but I would not blame you if you just wanted to go see one in person. Your best option, I think, is just to go to a Dick's Sporting Goods and look for an Averon Active Treadmill. I don't expect you to just take my word for it, but please, from a professional's opinion to another, I'm just telling you, don't look at super highly expensive treadmills before you get a chance to check this one out. I love it. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I've struggled with anxiety, kind of kept it to myself my whole life, but I have struggled with anxiety on a day-to-day, hour-to-hour basis. I struggle with ADD, which I'm guessing you could probably tell just by listening to me speak. But, but at some point recently, they kind of merged all attention deficit disorders into one category of ADHD, and I think it's more common than people realize. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that I used to collect over the years, some from professional help, some from my own advice. I'm going to give you the exact kind of process that you can do in 3 to 5 days to reset and feel yourself get back connected again with productivity in a way where you don't feel that sensation of being overwhelmed all the time. So I'll give you an example on how I feel when things are not going super well up here. It kind of feels like all of the information that I have in my head is slowly being shaken up and scrambled, and I'm only grasping onto sparks of ideas, and then I can hold on to it for a second, and then another one comes in, and then another one comes in, and then I feel all of the things I have to do, have to think about, have to worry about, the things I'd like to accomplish, the productivity I want to get done in a day. All of it gets kind of dwindled down into a much less productive version of me because I'm trying to juggle all of these thoughts and ideas. So this is exactly what I do to quiet that down. So essentially what I do is like a media fast. This is not something that we need to coin together. We don't need to turn it into some weird culty thing. It just it just works. Sorry, I forgot I was on YouTube for a second there. But what I do is I stop listening to music with any words in it at all. No music with words. You can listen to classical music, nature sounds, whatever. I stop reading any new information from news sources. I stop reading any new information from social media. I'm not taking in anything new. Next, you have to do your drive to work or your drive home your workout, your cardio, everything has to be done only listening to nonverbal sounds. No podcasting, or no listening to podcasts, sorry. None of that. Now, let me tell you why. You, as a person, cannot take in information at the same time you're processing your own life. It is not possible. One of the best examples I can give you is if I asked you to solve a complicated math problem that you're capable of, but is kind of hard, ask you to solve that math problem while I am in your ear asking you how your day was, while I am poking you in the side, while I'm asking you questions about why you're not answering me. How successful are you going to be at doing that math problem? And if you do complete that math problem, how much longer is it going to take you than it normally would have? That's exactly what's going on in your life right now. We are not geared for social media. We are not geared to be taking on information from podcasts all the time. We are not geared for that. And if we dedicate all of our attention span to taking in information, we stop producing our own. So if you want to tease out and solve the problems and roll out and iron out all of the issues and wrinkles you have on a day-to-day basis that stress you out, the first thing you can do is exactly what I just said. So for 3 straight days, the only worded media you can consume is when your day has finished and you're ready to phone it in and call it a day, and you're on your couch, you can watch whatever show you want to watch. That's fine. Not news, just whatever show you want to watch. So with all of that said, that's the moment in the day where you get to consume some media for the rest of those 3 days, the entire day. No words, no podcasts, no nothing. Now I know a lot of you are going to go, man, well my podcast is kind of my zone to zone out and just, it's not. Podcasters know that, and they know that you feel that if you don't check in on the next episode, you're not going to catch whatever new thing they talk about. But your brain functions in a very linear fashion most of the time. It's looking for commonalities in things, and when it finds those, it becomes comfortable. So, your favorite podcaster probably says a lot of the same things day in and day out. Your brain is looking for the Easter egg of new information that you didn't hear on the last podcast. So you are tuning in more than you're thinking. You are tuning in to show yourself for your brain to latch on to how familiar it is so you can feel comfort in listening. As soon as you hear something new, it will latch on to that. So even when you think it's not stressing you, it's still making your brain process the entire time, even if it's subconsciously. So if you want to feel an improvement in the chaos, in the loud, in the just messiness, disorganization that is the inside of our brains right now, and you want to get to a place where you're more productive and you see things start to get easier for your everyday life, that one thing is like WD-40 for all of your issues. I'm not saying it's going to solve your life's problems. I'm saying it's going to give you a clear direction on how you'd like to try. You don't have to do it all the time. This is not something I'm telling you to do for a year. Just saying every time you start to feel overwhelmed, do it for 3 days. Do it for 3 days and it'll reset the way your brain is working through the challenges and the problems that you feel are unsolvable right now. They aren't, and you already have the solutions. You'll find them. Just to warn you, the first hour or two is really noisy and your brain starts firing off a lot of different things, but then towards the end of it, you start just systematically resolving every problem you have going on. Hope you guys try it. Make sure you come back to this video after you comment today. Comment again and come back to the video to show other people how you felt after trying. All right.